مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Assalamu alaikum, my students, and welcome to our lesson today. I am sure it will be a piece of cake for each one of you, and it will be as easy as 1, 2, or 3. Our lesson today is about the active and the passive voice. Okay, so let's start. Now look at the two sentences. Can you tell me the difference between the following sentences? The student does his homework every day. Homework is done every day. What's the difference between these two sentences? Now look, the first sentence is in the active and the second in the passive. The difference is that the first sentence started with the subject, the student, الفاعل, does الفعل, his homework, the object المفعول به. Now for the second sentence we started with the object. بدأ الجملة الثانية بالمفعول به. The homework is done every day. Now, I want you just to have a quick look at the following task. Now match the active sentences with its passive ones. Just match in a few seconds. It won't take you a long time. John painted his house. John painted the house last week. Now the answer is the house was painted last week. The second one, they renovated the restaurant in 2004. The restaurant was renovated in 2004. Tom cleans the house. The house is cleaned by Tom. Now, my students, look at the difference. Look at the difference between the active and the passive voice. Now, active and the passive voice often have similar meaning but a different focus. المبني المعلوم والمجهول لهم نفس المعنى ولكن التركيز مختلف في الجملة. Look at the first sentence. John painted the house last week. Now the focus is in the subject or the agent. التركيز هنا على الفعل هو John. في الجملة الثانية the house was painted last week. The focus is on the house. التركيز هنا على المفعول به وعلى الحدث الذي تم وليس من قام به. The house was painted. Okay? Now, look at the form. How to form the passive voice. كيف نكون المبني المجهول؟ أول حاجة نحول المفعول به في الجملة إلى فاعل. Change the object مفعول به from the active sentence من جملة المبني المعلوم into the subject. The object is changed into the subject. مفعول به تحول إلى الفاعل. My father washes the car every Sunday. Right? The subject is my father. الفاعل هو my father. The verb is washes. The object is the car. Now we start with the car. نبدأ بالمفعول به هو the car. Right? Look how the sentence is changing. Look, my students. My father washes the car every Sunday. The car is washed every Sunday by my father. هنا التركيز على المفعول به وعلى الحدث الذي تم وليس من قام به. طبعا الجملة هنا في حالة المضارع فعشان كده استخدمنا the form of verb to be اللي هو is plus the past participle مع التصريف الثالث من الفعل اللي هو washed. My father washed the car. The car مفرد استخدمنا معاه كلمة form of verb to be is plus the past participle from wash التصريف الثالث من wash اللي هي washed. The car is washed every day. Now look at the second example. The Egyptians built the pyramids of Giza. Egyptian the subject هي الفاعل. Built الفعل. لاحظ ان الفعل في الزمن الماضي. The pyramids of Giza. Okay, now the pyramids of Giza is the object of the verb and the object هي المفعول به. Now we use the form of verb اللي استخدمنا جزء من شكل من اشكال فعل يكون. في حاله الماضي هو كلمه were، لان pyramids of Giza هي جمع were built by the Egyptian. لاحظ احنا بنكون the passive from verb to be plus the past participle، ونستخدم كلمه by وبعدها ايه؟ وبعدها الفاعل. We use by before the agent. Okay? So the pyramids of Giza were built by the Egyptian. Now look at the third example. Beethoven composed the ninth symphony. Now the ninth symphony was composed by Beethoven. The ninth symphony was composed by Beethoven. Edison invented the light bulb. The light bulb is the object. Then we used the form verb to be was plus the past participle from invented, which remains the same. The light bulb was invented by Thomas Edison. Evil designed the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower was designed by Evil. Now look at your student's book. Student's book page 89. Open your student's book page 89 at the passive voice in the present and the simple past. Read the examples below. Do the sentences in the active voice have the same meaning as the ones in the passive voice? Which ones focus on the person doing the action? Which ones focus on the action itself? Active voice, people play basketball on indoor or outdoor courts. James Naismith invented basketball in 1891. So these sentences are in the active voice. الجملتين دول في حالة المبني للمعلوم. People الفاعل، play الفعل، basketball المفعول به. هنا الجملة في حالة المبني المعلوم. حولناها المبني المجهول. We changed the sentence into the passive voice. We focused on the object. Basketball is played on indoor and outdoor sports. basketball مفعول به في حالة المفرد استخدمنا معاه is، والتصريف الثالث played on indoor or outdoor sports. Okay? Basketball was invented by James Naismith in 1891. Read the examples again and complete the rule. Active voice استخدمنا subject الفاعل plus the main verb plus the object. subject الفاعل people، الفعل play، الobject basketball. The passive voice استخدمنا هنا the object subject plus the verb plus verb to be plus the past participle of the verb, then we use by. Okay? With the present simple passive or the past simple passive of the verb in brackets. The new Wembley Stadium in London in 2007. So 2007 is the past time. So it was built. Spanish in Spain. Spanish is spoken in Spain, but also in many countries in South America. Computers, are used in most schools nowadays. Brandon is excited because he was chosen to play for the university basketball team. The Super Bowl is an event which is watched by millions of Americans every year. During yesterday's practice, the players were asked to run around the court for students. By this, we come to the end of our lesson day. Thank you for listening and have a good day.